In the previous lesson, you saw moving objects have kinetic energy. This girl on the swing is moving, so has kinetic energy. But do you notice the girl's speed changing? At either end of the swing, the girl is briefly stationary. What happens to the girl's kinetic energy at these points? Does the girl lose and gain energy with each swing? Or does her energy change form? What happens to the girl's kinetic energy at the end of each swing? Initially, the father holds onto his daughter. If the father lets go, the gravitational force causes the daughter to swing. The daughter has the potential to move under gravity. Any time a force could act on an object but is instead counteracted, potential energy is stored. When that force is allowed to act, potential energy is released and transformed. Objects can store potential energy. Consider a rubber band. When you stretch the rubber band, you apply a pulling force. While you hold the rubber band stretched out, elastic potential energy is stored in the rubber band. If you let go, this potential energy is released and transformed, often as motion and heat. Like a rubber band, a metal spring can be stretched, storing elastic potential energy. A metal spring can also be compressed. Answer the questions about a compressed spring. What type of energy is stored in a compressed spring? What type of energy is stored in a compressed spring? What will happen when the compressed spring is released? What will happen when the compressed spring is released? Potential energy is the energy stored due to the interaction of objects via forces as the distance between the objects changes. Potential energy changes when the positions of interacting objects change. There are many different types of potential energy. One type of potential energy is elastic potential energy. An object like a spring can be stretched or compressed. While in a stretched or compressed state, elastic potential energy is stored in the object. When the object is released, potential energy is transformed.